So when it comes to proper training or lifting or doing resistance training with the goal in mind to build muscle, to build up your physique, people have a tendency to do it incorrectly. Many people actually, and it's quite sad. Now I'll get into detail, explaining what I mean. So guys, there's a saying that I have a lot of sayings, but there's a saying that I've always kept in mind. You can build muscle or you can move weight. What does that mean? What does that mean is that people oftentimes think just because they can bench this amount of weight, just because they can squat this amount of weight, just because they can curl this amount of weight, usually these are exorbitant poundages, and yes, it's impressive, okay? It's impressive because it does show a testament of strength. That's fair. But what if I told you that that doesn't build muscle? In fact, you're running the risk of hurting yourself, being sidelined, and then plateauing and going backwards. What if I told you the key to building muscle is by creating tension on the muscle? I'll explain what I mean by that. So, when you do time sets, I always talk about my favorite time sets. This is why, guys, you can't keep sleeping on this. When you do a bicep curl, right, for 20 seconds, obviously you can do an exorbitant amount of weight because you're not doing it for as long. But ask yourself, if I did bicep curls for 3 minutes straight, do you think I can lift that heavy weight? Now, you may be able to start with it, right? But what's gonna happen is because your body's under, or your muscles are under so much duress, in order for you to complete the set, which is the goal, you always wanna finish the set, no matter what, you're gonna have to reduce the weight. And you find that when you've reduced the weight several times, even down to a weight that may seem like nothing, right? But because you're doing your set for so long and you're creating so much of a burn in the muscle, that's what makes the biggest difference, guys. That's how you build muscle. You build muscle by creating stress in the body, stress in the muscle, okay? You want to keep tension on the muscle. In other words, you want to see how long you can go without having to stop, okay? So if I'm doing bicycles like I talked about, right, how many times can I do this without stopping, okay? If you can do this as many times without stopping, you'll get more out of that versus doing 5 reps and not getting much at all. Actually, you will get something. It's called tendonitis. It's not fun. Anyway, guys, if you guys want something that's gonna help build your body up the right way and under the right systems, Lions on Training is what you need.